Design with objective in mind. A couple of days ago, I was starting to really organize a new Facebook ad campaign for my business, where I'm a small business marketing manager. We are a heating and air conditioning company. The summer's coming up, so I'm going to be rolling out a whole new set of ad creatives for it on Facebook. And I always go to this little PDF that I made to keep myself organized. So this is something that I fill out before I do any advertising on Facebook, is I ask myself these sets of questions and lay out everything in a very organized way before I plug it into my Facebook ad campaign. And I was like, this might be something that could help somebody else. So what I'm doing today is I'm sharing with you my exact strategy anytime I set up an ad campaign on Facebook. I have actually gone through the Facebook Blueprint courses. I haven't taken like the certification tests, but I took all the courses, okay? So that's where this knowledge bank is coming from. And one of the biggest things that I took away was to design your ads with the objective in mind. Always have a clear objective and goal first before you do anything involving creative. And so I made this simple PDF. It is 4 pages long, and it takes me through all of the questions that I need to ask to determine exactly what my objectives are for this campaign. If there will be one or multiple ad sets, meaning within one campaign you could have, let's say, 2 different ad sets, so 2 different types of campaigns within the broader campaign, okay, if that makes sense. So we're a heating and air conditioning company, and maybe I have a set of ads that are really targeting people who have never used our services before, and maybe I have another ad set that's targeting people who have used our services before, but they haven't signed up to be like a monthly recurring type of a customer. So those would be 2 different ad sets that I want to target. When I go through my little PDF here, and by the way, I will link this down below if you would like to print off the PDF that I have already created. You don't have to recreate the wheel. You can just use what I use when you're setting up your Facebook ad campaign. But I always ask myself 3 questions before I design a thing. And first of all, I'm asking myself, what am I advertising that will help achieve my business goals during the period my ad will run? Okay, simple question. The second one, what kinds of images, videos, and short text can help me achieve my business goals while being presented in the available ad formats? So is there a certain shot that I want to use, a certain video clip that I want to make sure that I use, and how does this tie into my target audience? And third, who are my ads meant for, and how can the creative captivate my target audience? So this is just a way to get your thoughts down on paper so that you can reference this while you are designing your ad and setting it up in Facebook. I also want to make sure that I'm thinking about exactly who I am targeting in these ads. And so instead of just creating some kind of generic ad, I want to think about an actual person, an actual family. So I asked myself these 3 questions on this additional page on my Facebook ad audience question page. 1, what does my typical customer need? 2, what are the characteristics of my typical customer that I'm trying to target, like their age, their location, anything like that, family status? 3, what are their motivations? Why do they need me? Why would they possibly need to call me instead of one of my competitors? So I just write all those out in my little boxes that I have. And then when I'm ready to set up my ads manager area on Facebook, I have this ready to go. And so I can just set it up from here. So I have it down on paper first. I have the name of my campaign, the name of the ad sets, the name of all the ads that I'm going to be putting in, and then my campaign goal that is specific and measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound, all those things. Since I was recently going through this exercise, I thought that this might be a great place for somebody to start who maybe has never advertised before on Facebook. I know it can be overwhelming. There's just a lot of information out there, a lot of kind of gurus. I just went straight to the source and got this information from the Facebook Blueprint courses. And it definitely works because in the courses and in how this information is outlined on my PDFs, it's exactly the information that Facebook wants you to input when you're creating your campaign. It's simple, it's easy, and And also, if you have somebody else, like let's say you're a marketing manager, but you have a social media manager that you need to actually design the campaigns, you can give them your sheet, and it makes it much easier to work as a team, being all on the same page on why we're creating these ads, who they're for, what their purpose is, et cetera, et cetera. Again, if you want to use what I have been using to create my Facebook ad campaigns, I will link it down below. I hope this helps. I hope you subscribe, and I will see you soon.